Hey guys, welcome back. Working on the 59 Impala. Obviously I have the front end jacked up pretty high. I got the passenger exhaust manifold back on. Checked over the driver's side and realized that the donut gasket was leaking a little bit between the manifold and the pipe. So I ordered another one. The one I took out of there was a little funky looking. It's over there on the floor. But anyways, I'm just gonna replace that one as well, and then hopefully I have the exhaust leaks fixed. So this is all back in. My heat tube is up to the carburetor. I still need to find that choke assembly for the carburetor. And I'm starting to wonder if I could just use any single barrel or dual barrel carburetor one in there. I'm gonna have to take it apart and see what it looks like, take it up to the parts store and see if maybe I can find the parts for that. What I'm gonna do is the other donut gasket should be in later on today, so I'll probably go pick that up. But this is all buttoned up on this side. Everything seems tight. Everything looks like it's tight, shouldn't leak anymore. Obviously this manifold is not cracked like the other one was, so hopefully we're good to go there. So once I get that in, we'll pretty much be ready to start it again. I'm not gonna start it until I find the part for the carburetor. I'm gonna work on the Continental kit. I have not put one of these on in years, probably 5-6 years. These little spacers and stuff like that, I just spray painted them this morning, both sides, just a satin black, nothing fancy. Those are just bolt spacers and stuff like that. So back here, I took out, let me grab my tripod. I took out the paperwork for the rear Continental kit so I can go through it, and just gonna go step by step because like I said, I haven't done this in a long time and I really honestly just do not remember how it goes. So I'm gonna go through it step by step. First thing I wanna do is cut out this template. This template is gonna give me the holes that I need to drill for the plate that mounts the Continental kit. I slid it in there just to see how it fits. So I need to also figure out which way that neck goes. I might have that in upside down, I'm not sure yet. I gotta check. I think that's the right direction, but I gotta see which way the filler neck goes on there. So I'm gonna get this cut out and we're gonna put this in the car and we're gonna drill these 4 holes out right here. These 2 holes right here, these are alignment holes from where the old license plate bracket bolted to the car. So I'm probably just gonna put 2 little bolts in there, and that'll kind of hold the paper in place. Sorry, my hands are all dirty from working on the exhaust. But anyways, I'm gonna bolt that in place, then it'll be nice and tight against the body. We'll be able to drill those 4 holes and go from there. I do have the filler neck and everything. I ended up painting that silver. It was bare metal before and I didn't want it to rust because it would definitely rust in time. So I just went ahead and painted it silver. Don't really see it at all, but it'll protect it from future rust. And here is my boot that connects the old to the new. So I gotta put that on. Here's my bag of bolts that came with it. There are a couple bolts that were also kind of free floating in there. I don't know if those fell out of the bag or if those fell in the box. Oh, it looks like there's a hole right here. They might have came out of the bag in shipping. I'm not sure. But let me get this template cut out. I'll pop that back off. I don't know if people leave this trim on or not. I am going to, because if not, you'll have holes there. So I'm pretty sure it stays on. But anyways, let me get it this taken out and then we'll put that in. And also one last thing, I'm gonna put a bolt in these 2 holes that are not being used anymore for the license plate bracket. I'm gonna put a bolt through there because when I look through this bracket, I can see where the old hole is, and I can tell that I could put a bolt in there and it's not going to interfere with this. So I think what I'll do is I'll put a bolt and a nut through there and put a little silicone around it, and that'll seal it up from getting any water in the trunk through that hole. So all right, let me get set up, get this cut out, and I'll be back. Okay, I'm going to pull this back off. I'm going to take this key out of the way so I don't get it pinched in there or bend it. So let's pull this out. We need to line this up in here, and we are going to go right through those holes like I said. I have some 5/16 bolts here. We're going to put those through here with a nut on the back side, and I'm going to end up putting these in there permanently, and that'll help hopefully keep water out. Now these holes right here that I'm going to drill, these are 1/2 inch holes. They have a 1/2 inch diameter 4 holes, so we'll probably drill like an 1/8 inch or a 3/16 hole first, just to get our center holes, and then we could drill it bigger. I might do it in 3 steps, just so that the drill doesn't want to grab and spin on me and possibly damage the rear tail panel or anything like that. I'd rather just take my time and drill it a couple times versus trying to just hog it all out in one shot with a 1/2 inch bit and possibly, you know, causing damage to the body. Once I drill these 4 holes through here, I'm going to take a little bit of paint, touch-up paint, and I'm going to put it around the bare metal because there's going to be bare metal. I probably should have drilled these holes before I painted the car, but I did not have the kit at the time, so I couldn't do that, because if I would have had the kit, I would have drilled these holes, painted the car. When I painted the car, I would have gotten paint around the hole, but obviously I didn't have that option, so got to do what we got to do. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of just hold this up there just so I can punch a hole through this best I can. Get it in the center there. Okay. Probably have to go get a socket so I can put these bolts in, because I think they're going to grab on the metal a little bit. Maybe not. Might be all right. Okay, we got those sitting in there. So now we can get our drill set up with a smaller bit here. Let's start with an 1/8 inch. Just take our time with that. The reason why they make you a 1/2 inch hole here is it gives you some play. So you can kind of move that bracket around a little bit if something's a little bit out of whack. But ideally, you definitely want to drill these before you paint. Okay, now we can take this paper template off because we have our 4 holes marked. And I'm actually going to save this template in case I ever do another one. I'll have this template ahead of time so that when I go to paint a car, I can paint it, drill these holes and paint it. So I'll put that in one of my drawers and save that for future use. So now I have those 1/8 inch holes. Let's step up to, let's go to a 1/4 inch bit, and then we'll go to a 1/2 inch. Feel a little bit more comfortable doing it that way. These 1/2 inch bits, like, they're grabbed real easily, so I'd rather step up one at a time. You know, let's go to 3/8. See how that grabbed a little bit on me? I can also do it from inside the trunk, but it's going to be a little hard because this panel goes on an angle and my drill will probably be hitting the floor in there. All right, let's go up to the big 1/2 incher. Bit's dull. I'm gonna go grab a step drill bit instead. Might be a little bit easier. Let me go grab one of those. Okay, I have a step bit here, and I'm gonna take my marker and I'm gonna mark where 1/2 inch is on it, and we'll use this instead. So by coloring in where the 1/2 inch mark is on the bit, I'll be able to see it when it's spinning around. Yeah, the drill battery's apparently dead. Probably should be wearing glasses. Okay, let me get these metal shavings cleaned off of here. I want to wipe all this rubbing compound out of here, and then I'm going to get some touch-up paint, and we'll brush some touch-up paint in there, and then we can start bolting it together. Okay, I have some, I vacuumed it out, and then I wiped it down to get some of that stuff out of there. I have some single stage blue paint. It's not the exact color of the car, because I don't have any single stage of this color, but it'll be fine. Nobody's ever going to see it. I'm also going to put some silicone around it, so that'll help as well. Try to get this lid open here. These little pint cans, the paint opener doesn't like to open them. Need a little flathead screwdriver here. I'm not going to put the whole entire Continental kit on. I want to get the brackets and everything on, and maybe the rear bumper brackets and stuff, because I still need to buff out the painted parts, which are sitting in the trunk. So I need to get those buffed out. And also I want to buff the car out one more time before I put it on. So we'll at least get some of this stuff installed today. Hopefully that I can pick up that other part for the exhaust today, put that together tomorrow, and take that carburetor clutch part up there, or not clutch, choke part up there, and see if I can't find what I need for that as well. Might have to order it, the part. This is, I don't know what this is from, this paint, but I'm gonna go around here. I like using single stage because it's, it works better. You don't have to put a hardener in it. It will dry without a hardener. Hardener just accelerates it, speeds it up. This is just a single stage urethane. I'll put it on there and let it set for 10-15 minutes, and then we can start bolting this together. And in the meantime, while I'm waiting for this paint to set up, I will figure out which way that filler neck goes on here, because I honestly don't know. Yeah, anytime you drill into a fresh paint job, you want to try to coat that metal with something. Don't leave it bare, because it's going to rust on you in the future. And what's going to happen is you're going to get rust lines coming down your body of your car. It's going to look like crap. So at least protect it with something. All right, I'll let that set, and we'll figure out which way this bracket goes, and then I'll be back in about 10 minutes. And we can start getting that bolted on. Okay, while that's still drying, I need to mark one more hole I have to drill on each side for this inner brace that goes inside the trunk. And what this does is holds the weight of the Continental kit up, because you don't want to just bolt it to the body panel only, because you're eventually going to bend it. So this goes in here like this from the back side, and then you can see my holes I drilled through the front side here. And then I have to just kind of line them up, take my Sharpie, go inside here, and put a dot where I got to drill through the body. And I'm going to drill those 2 holes. And these have a nut welded to it. So the bolt goes in from underneath the car right into the nut. So I'm going to drill those 2 holes, put some paint around them, and then I'll come back. Okay, those holes are drilled. It comes out the driver's side upper, the filler neck. So we need to work on that next. The gas cap is tight. I like to get that boot in the center so half of it's on one side and half of it's on the other. It's really tight. Don't break your clamp, but you want to get it pretty tight. Just want to see. Fit this so I can get an idea. Pretty sure you can move it around once it's tight. Pretty sure I'll be able to move it around. Okay, now we can slide this on, hopefully, get it on. There we go. Okay, now I gotta find the bolts for that. And also, I forgot to put these on. So I'm gonna have to pull it back apart real quick and put these on. So let me do that real quick and I'll come back and get those other bolts too. Okay, I got those bolts in there. What I use for silicone for this stuff is this is just exterior silicone for houses. It's a real good silicone. I just put it around the hole and I slide the bolt through it. Just give it a little bit extra protection. So let's slide this back on now. going to take my silicone and I'm going to put it in these holes on the back side. Got to get my brackets in there. And when I put these bolts in, I'm just going to loosely put them in there. I'm not going to tighten them because I want to get the two through the floor pan into there as well. So I don't want to over tighten them and then fight trying to put that bottom one in. Where'd I put my other bracket at? I lost my other bracket. Must be in the trunk. There it is. Okay, I'm going to work on getting these 4 started, 6 started rather, and then I'll come back and we'll move on to the next step. Okay, all 6 bolts are tightened, nice and secured to the car now. It's not going to go anywhere, sealed off, so we're good there. Let's stick the gas cap back on because there is some gas in the tank. Okay, that's on. Next we can put on the latch system, which I believe those are 7/16. Probably should have took these out when I painted it. You know what? Probably should have put that on beforehand because now I'm going to have a problem. Oh man, I might have to take it back apart unless I can somehow figure out a way, because there is a bar there. I forgot that's not welded in there. And here's my latch. So I'm probably going to have to take that back out. Really need to put the latch on first before I put the back plate on. Not a big deal because I already have it where it's got to go. Plus, you know what? I need to paint this silver. I was going to paint it silver, that's right. So give me a little bit here. Let me get this painted silver, let it dry. I'll come back and I'll probably just have it bolted on because I'm going to have to pull that back off to get this bolted on, because I totally forgot that those brackets that hold this are not secured to the back of that metal. I thought there were nuts in there that were welded to the back, but they're not. It's like a metal plate. So, all right, I'll be back. It's gonna be a little bit, not for you guys, but for me. So I'll be back in a little bit. Okay, I pulled that back out. I had painted that earlier. I touched up the paint where the nuts and bolts were, and the back metal piece, I should have took those out because it was bare metal back there, so I had to touch up the paint on those areas. But now I have it all back together. It's all bolted in. I ended up putting new bolts into there because I didn't like the black painted ones that I had painted. So this is all assembled. This is just very lightly tightened because it's more than likely going to have to get moved depending on how the latch works. All the brackets and everything are in here. Gotta vacuum the trunk still, but that's where we're at so far. So now I'm gonna go back, look at the directions. Probably gonna start, I don't know, let me see what the next step is and we'll go from there. Okay, I don't seem to have the brackets for the rear bumper. I thought they were here, but I don't have them. I don't think I have them. We have to find those. So once again, I'll be on hold again to get I was hoping to get this whole back end together today. I wanted to get the bumper and everything on, but obviously I have to find some other parts first. So, and I gotta kind of look and see how these brackets were installed. I know that they're like a metal bar with like a bent end that go on here. I gotta put these brackets on as well. So I need to see what I'm missing. So I'm gonna end this video here. At least I got something accomplished today on this car. You know, at least we got this center part done. I got that manifold put back on. I'm waiting on that donut gasket, which I have to probably go pick it up here in a little bit so I can put the driver's side pipe back on underneath, you know, where the pipe goes into the manifold, and then hopefully that'll be fixed. Tomorrow I plan on working on the front fenders for the 64 Impala. It's still sitting here in the spray booth. I had took some time off to get my basement done, so now I'm back to working on these cars. So at least I have something to work on still. Trying to figure out those brackets for the back of the 59 bumper. So yeah, what I'm gonna do is I'll probably do one fender on camera and then I'll do the other one off camera. When I put the fender on, what I like to do is put it on the stand. I gotta put the moldings on it first, and then I like to bolt my inner wheel well to the fender because I'm gonna put this fender on by myself. So I'm gonna bolt the inner fender well to the fender and then put it all up into place in one piece. So I'll do that tomorrow. So that'll be tomorrow's video. So that's going to end the video for tonight, guys. Not a ton done, but I'm slowly figuring out more and more stuff. So, all right, guys, thanks for watching. If you're liking what you're seeing, please like, subscribe, share, and I will see you guys later.